Welcome back to a little bit of Calm and Crazy. My name is Jennifer and today I have 3 super easy Easter garland banners, whatever you want to call them. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. I am so glad you are here. I hope you take a moment and introduce yourself in the comments below. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure that you do. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you are not following me on Instagram, it is a little bit of Calm and Crazy over there, just like it is here. I am trying to be so much better about including a supply list in the description box. So if you have any questions about any of the supplies that I am using in my videos, please make sure that you check down there to see anything that I am listing. I'll tell you what it is. I'll also let you know where I've gotten it, what store, if there's a link to it that I can find, anything like that, including printables, anything that you may have a question about. I promise I'm trying my very best to leave as much information for you in that description box below. If you want to see how I created these garlands, let's go ahead and just get right on into it.
For the first garland, you will need this cute little bunny print out. The link is in the description box below. You will need to adjust the size of the bunny and get it to fit 2 bunnies onto a page. The easiest way that I find to do this is just to copy the bunny and paste it into Word and then adjust the size. You will also need some contact paper in order to create a stencil, and that just makes it so it's a little bit thicker while you're doing it. If you want to print it on cardstock, that's another option. I have chosen to use burlap paper for this project. You can get that from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, even on Amazon, but the possibilities are endless. You could use cardstock, printed papers, you can even use gift bags. So if you happen to have some really fun gift bags, even already at home, or maybe some Dollar Tree gift bags, anything that you have that matches your decor would be a perfect idea for this project. The first step is to create your stencil. So you see here that I'm cutting out the excess of my bunny so that I can begin that process. You want to create a stencil because you will be tracing the bunny several different times. If you are choosing to do this on a material that you could print on, then you can completely forego this step. Once you have the excess paper cut off around your bunny, you can place your bunny onto your contact paper. You can place it upside down or right side up. It doesn't matter. Because I have 2 bunnies, I have decided I will do one both ways. Now, after you have your bunny placed on your paper, go ahead and cut out your bunny and create your stencil. For this project, I have decided to use the same bunny for all of my bunnies, and I will use the other bunny in a future project. So working with burlap, it is so much easier to work with the back of the burlap. So I did flip my burlap over and I am just tracing my bunny onto the back of the burlap. Once you have decided the number of bunnies that you need for your garland, go ahead and trace out all of your bunnies. Once you have traced out your bunnies, then you just need to cut them all out. For reference, I am using 9 bunnies for my garland. You could always stop right here, or you can go in and embellish your bunnies just a little bit more. To add some depth, I will be using Waverly's Wax and Antique. I get asked all the time if you can use just a regular acrylic paint, and absolutely you can. Just pick up the color that you like. I will also be using these pom-poms that I grabbed from Walmart. All you do is you take a dry brush with just a tiny bit of paint or the wax, dab off any excess that you need to onto your paper towel, and very carefully with a light hand, just take it onto the edges. As you see, I'm getting plenty of it onto my painting cloth as I bring it up onto my bunny. And so I'm kind of coming onto my cloth and then into my bunny and just distressing the edges ever so slightly, adding depth to my bunny. I just really love the look that it provides and the dimension that it gives. After that, go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue to your little white pom-pom and glue it straight onto your bunny to add your bunny's little tail. In order to hang the garland, I had these little mini clothespins from the craft section of the Dollar Tree, as well as this twine. And all you have to do is take your clothespin and just hook it straight onto the ear of the bunny. And what is so great about this is now your bunnies are adjustable, and so you can just move them along wherever you need to and adjust them however you need to get the look that you want. I think that this turned out so cute. I absolutely love it. I would love to hear from you. What do you think you would do differently with these bunnies? What material do you think you would use? Leave that for me in the comments below. Garland number 2 was inspired by this little paper pack of bunnies that I found at a store called Dirt Cheap. They actually get things from like Walmart and Target. This came from the Target Dollr spot. I don't know if it was from last year or when it actually came from the Target Dollr spot, but I saw it and I knew that not everyone could get it, but I knew that this could make a really cute garland, and I wanted to make my own that everybody could copy. So this is what I did. So, of course, I have a printable that matches it kind of similarly, pretty close, right? And the printable will be linked below. And I copied the image and I made it fit two to a page after I decided how many bunnies I needed. So I have 4 colors here. I have 1 page of the pink, 1 page of the blue. I did 2 gray and 2 of that tan, brown, craft, whatever color you want to call that. I am also linking a SVG file for a similar bunny because you can definitely fit 4 bunnies instead of just 2 if you have a digital electronic cutter instead of having to print it out on your printer. I went in with my handy dandy scissors and I cut out 2 of the blue, 2 of the pink, 3 of the brown craft, and 4 of the gray. These are the items that I will be using in order to embellish my bunnies. I have a Uniball white gel pen, 4 pom-pom balls, and this scalloped ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. I find it easier not to deal with a printed line, so I just flip over my bunny so it is a clean thing to work with. I always warm up my Uniball pen, and then I'm going to first start by drawing a heart for my bunny nose. Sorry, my hand is blocking that, so you can't even see it very well. So I draw my heart, and then I'm drawing 2 little circles for the eyes. After that, I go in and I just do 3 lines on each side to create the whiskers for my bunny. I do that on all 3 of the brown craft paper in order to create the bunny. I keep all my bunnies that are with the same color looking the exact same. So for my blue bunnies, I'm creating little bow ties. So to create those, I'm just cutting my red scallop ribbon. I'm just hot gluing it to create a little loop. Then I'm taking another piece of ribbon right around the center of it, a little bit of hot glue, a little bit more hot glue, wrapping the ribbon around and cutting off the excess, and I just created a teeny tiny little bow to make the little bunny's bow tie. Once that's done, now all I have to do is hot glue that directly onto my bunny. Again, I do that to the second blue bunny as well. To create a bow for my pink bunny, I'm using that blue scalloped ribbon. And so I just fidget with my bow for a little bit until I get exactly what I want. So very similar to any sort of a bow tying bow that you would do. I just get the size that I want, and as I fidget, once I get the size that I want, I just trim my edges so that my tails are the length that I want. And again, I go in with some hot glue and I glue that onto the bunny's ear. Again, I do that with both bunnies. For the gray bunnies, this is where I'm using the little pom-pom balls, add a little bit of hot glue, and I glue on the bunny's tail. It is as simple as that. In order to create the way for me to hang the bunny, this is one of my favorite gadgets ever. Of course, it will be linked below. I can go through so many pieces at one time, and it creates a large hole as well as a small hole. I can, if I missed, as you can see here, like I was lining these up so that I can get the holes in the same places. I love that little gadget. So in order to hang these, I am going in with some this white twine that I got in the automotive section at the Dollar Tree. And all I'm going to do is take this and I'm threading it through the bunnies. Now I did find that it was easier to take some tape on the end. So I just wrap some tape around it and then I just take it through the front of the right ear and then I go in through the back of the left ear, and I just keep repeating that until I have all of my bunnies onto the twine. For my pattern, I decided to have it mirror each other, so it's very symmetrical. So on the outside, it is gray, then brown, then blue, gray again, pink with a brown bunny in the middle. Almost every time I do a garland, most of the time my garland is in odd numbers. I love how this turned out, and I love the pop of color. What colors would you choose? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. And let's go ahead and move on to Garland 3. I also found these wood shapes at Dirt Cheap. Again, these came from the Target dollar spot originally, and you guys should have seen me jumping up and down when I saw them. I thought they were just too cute. I know that you can find things like this also at like Hobby Lobby and Michael's, Joann's, places like that. So more than anything, I wanted to give you the inspiration to keep your eye out if you see anything like this. All I needed to hang these up were, again, these mini little clothes pins from the Dollar Tree, as well as some twine. I hung these bunnies up by their ears just like I did the burlap bunnies, and I alternated the color. The bunnies come in packs of 4. I used 3 packs for a total of 12, and I love how this turned out. I have shared with you 3 different garlands and 3 different ways to hang it, but I want to know which one of these is your favorite. So share that with me in the comments below. Make sure that you have hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. I would love to see you over on Instagram. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye!